Yeah, he had a double discard right there, but the deep bat value was not enough for the dragon deck. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Why? Because you know what, guys? I had a great time. I had a lot of success and a great time. Maybe only 3 or 4 nights ago when we played the Great Red Dragon, and somebody kind of took the idea, the dragons and everything else. A good friend of ours, Trexodactyl, he was doing his own dragon deck parallel to us, and it's the Trex Izzet, but the real name of this one, if you like that dragon deck, well, get ready, because it's time for Double Dragon. And I don't mean the 90s, 80s NES game, which is also good, but why not make it twice the terror, man? Twice the terror here, twice the price, twice the terror. Not twice the price, but we are gonna rip it up with the Izzet Double Dragons. Yeah, it gets worse. So before we get down to this one, I need you to do something for me, everyone, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't, you will be attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will absolutely viciously maul you and rip you apart for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Or smash the button if the button tells you it likes it. You can do that too. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live stream goodness. We would love to have you there live and in person on Twitch. Follow that Twitch link down below. You could also watch us live on YouTube. Hit that bell and you'll be notified when we go live on the YouTube channel as well. We'd love to have you there. You can check out our Discord community for all the latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, anything else. You can meet Trex himself, who is a great streamer in his own right, and who makes some amazing decks that I love to share. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this Double Dragon deck, we already know you like dragons. Let's double it. Get it down below right there. So what are we talking about? Well, this is going to be a little odd because I've been playing the Alchemy Standard Queue. I've been playing Rotation Proof. So you're saying, Jay, Fading Hope, that's going to rotate. It is going to rotate. I like it in here right here, and I have your rotation proof option right here, which is going to be Rona's Vortex. So for all you rotation proof guys who want to play an Alchemy, Rona's Vortex is the one to put in. If not, Fading Hope. I like this bounce back more than direct removal because it's quicker, it's more effective, and a lot of times we just need that one little bit to get in. So I don't want to waste it on a high-end burn. I kind of found that there is a lot of effectiveness that Trex put in here with the instant bounce. Rona's Vortex is fine too for going forward. You can kick it. We will generate some treasure. You could kick it. It doesn't really matter, but as an instant knockback, it's going to be really, really nice. That's going to go for it right there. Omen Hawker. Interesting idea right here, which is this is a dupe card. This is to bait out early removal. It does activate some abilities that we do have, namely the Saheeli ability. But we put it early. It's a great 1-drop just to kind of say, oh, what is he doing? I don't know. I'm going to play my cut down, and it kind of gets some of the cut downs out of there. It kind of lures them out. If you don't want it, if you don't want to go for the bait card and you don't feel like you need that extra mana to spend right there on that 1/1, sure, throw in some extra shocks, throw in some extra burns, and no problem right there. Let's get to the meat and bones of this one. Invasion of Tarkir. Well, shock is, as I always say, 1 red, 2 damage, any target, 6 words. 1 red, 2 damage, 6 words. Play with fire. You're going, Jay, why is play with fire? Guys, play with fire is rotating. I'm telling you, don't count on play with fire. Don't count on Fading Hope. They're going away soon. Try to put in stuff that you're going to know is going to be in the future. Invasion of Tarkir. This card is underrated. Maybe it's not. Maybe I just never see it, but wow, this is a powerful card. 2 red, 1 red, and 1 5 battle. Battle Siege. Whenever enters the battlefield, reveal any number of dragon cards from your hand. When you do, Invasion of Tarkir will do X damage plus 2 to any other target. So it already does 2 damage. It already does 2 damage, and depending on how many dragons you have in your hand, it can do 5 damage. It can do 6 damage, whatever. Great for getting big removals and putting that down on there. It is one of the only battles that I consistently try to flip. A lot of times battles don't have that great of an upside. This one does. The Defiant Thundermaw of the Flying and Trample right here. Creature dragon, whenever a dragon you control attacks, it deals 2 damage to any target. You love to see it. This can win the game. If you're swinging in with a whole host of dragons, 2 damage to everything, could decimate their board, do directly to face. It can do a lot. Defiant Thundermaw is a brutal card. Really good right here. Magda, the Horde Master. You know, if we're running dragons, yeah, she's from Kaldheim. She's doing what it is. 1 red and 1. Whenever you commit a crime, create a tap treasure token. Only ability once each turn. So that's where your Shocks and your Fading Hopes or your Rona's Vortex come in. When you target something, you commit a crime and she will generate the treasure. Now remember, this happens once a turn. You could Shock on your turn and then Fading Hope on their turn, and that's 2 treasure. You're rampant good. Then you could sacrifice 3 treasures and create a 4/4 Scorpion Dragon creature token with flying. Activate only as a sorcery. Good stuff. So here's where the duplication glitches come in. We have Sarkhan and we have Saheeli. Saheeli, not a card that's played very frequently, and I don't think I've ever played it before. 1 red and 1 blue, 2/2. Human Artificer, 1 red, 1 blue. You tap, you create a token that's a copy of another target creature or artifact you control, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. It gains haste, and then you sacrifice it. So we make a duplicated copy of something. That is good. All right, how do we get it even better? You're going to see. So coming in, yeah, she seems, okay, well, I duplicate something. How do we make that worse? How do we make that even crazier, even crazier, even crazier? How do we, you're going to see here in a second how we can cascade that. Brotherhood's End, a nice sweeper. Sometimes we're kind of a high-end game or kind of a high-ender combo game. It's crazy to think that 5 drops mean that we're a late game turnaround in this, but sometimes you need a sweeper, man. A lot of our stuff has a decent amount of power or toughness to it, like Sarkhan is a 4 and everything up there. So once we get to middle to late game, we are okay with sweeping or destroying all artifacts with mana value 3 or less. That's very good in the current meta when Simulacrum Synthesizer comes up and you have to crack a million artifacts. Not a bad idea to have this locked and loaded. Kolaghan Warmonger, 1 red and 2/3/2 haste Ogre Warrior. Whenever Kolaghan Warmonger attacks, look at the top 6 cards of your library, you reveal a dragon card from among them and put it in your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any random order. He pulls the dragons to the top. He will pull out the dross, the unnecessary stuff you do not need. So here's Sarkhan, World of Flame. I really like this guy right here. He lost his spark. He was a dragon-obsessed planeswalker. He is from the Khans block. 1 red, 1 blue, and 1. He is Izzet, 2/4. Legendary creature, human shaman. Dragon spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Whenever a dragon enters the battlefield under your control, you may have Sarkhan Soul of Flame become a copy of it until the end of turn, except its name is Sarkhan Soul of Flame, and it's a legendary in addition to its other types. This is where the double dragoning comes in. We have 2 methods using legendaries to double the amount of dragons that we have for your pleasure. What if we want triples? Yeah, now we're talking. This is the combo that I want to talk about right here, because Terror of the Peaks once again is going to be dominating everything that we do. When you get your terror down, you play a terror, all right? Sarkhan becomes a terror, and then you can play Saheeli and make a copy of a terror, and that terror will trigger the other 2 terrors into making the terrors, because whenever a creature comes into the battlefield under your control, it becomes a copy of a copy of a copy. That is the double dragon effect, either with Sarkhan duplicating the amount of dragons that we have for the entering the battlefield, or Saheeli duplicating them and getting ready to do that. So if we know we could already have a terror coming in, we could already have one, we can use a Saheeli, duplicate it, and then play like an Atsushi, and that way 2 terror triggers go off if we duplicate it. That is the goal right there. Throw fire downrange. It is going to be crazy. We're going to be blowing up everything right there. So between Sarkhan and Saheeli, double dragons. You love to see it. He also has the added ability, dragons you cast cost 1 less. I mean, that's just good. It's just a flat discount on everything you play. We're talking about turn 4 Terror of the Peaks. Yeah, I love it. Atsushi of the Blazing Sky. Now this guy is going to be rotating out too, but I love my Atsushi. I love my Atsushi roll right here. 2 red and 2 flying and trample legendary creature, Dragon Spirit. Whenever Atsushi the Blazing Sky dies, choose 1, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You can play him this turn, or you create 3 treasure tokens. He has some great synergy with those 3 treasure tokens if he dies with Magda the Horde Master. He's also great to duplicate because you can do a Saheeli duplication on him, the duplicate, you'll have to legendary rule will trigger. You can sacrifice the artifact, saying you can sacrifice the artifact duplicated version, immediately get those effects or whatever. And the extra treasure, which then you can sacrifice the Magda. You see what you can do here. If you don't want it Sushi because he's rotating out, another Shivan Devastator and maybe some Godric Cloaked Revelers will be great too, in case we're putting multiple copies down, and we can put the pump on, we can add the haste and put the pump on the dragons right there. So if you can't, Atsushis are good for a little while, but going forward, if you don't want to do them, you don't have to do them. Stingerback Terror, yeah, kind of becoming a staple in the dragon sphere. It is a 2 red and 2 7/7 flying trample scorpion dragon. It gets -1/-1 for each card in your hand. It also has plot 1 red and 2. What does that mean? On turn 3, we could play this for 1 red and 2, and then on turn anytime after that, we can put it on the battlefield. We can play it for 0. That is really good, especially when you start dumping stuff from your hand, and you can wait till the optimal time that this guy is going to be really good on, for a couple of reasons. One, you can wait till he's a 7/7 and Sarkhan turns into him and swings in for a flying trample 7/7, or you can wait until Terror of the Peaks, he's completely at his maximum power, and Terror of the Peaks triggers for 7, you do 7 damage downrange immediately. This is also great to do with the duplication glitch right here, because if you spend all your cash to cast a Terror and then duplicate the Terror with Stingerback, with Saheeli, then you play a Stingerback for free, you don't need any more mana, you're doing double 7s down. Double 7s downrange, that's 14 damage to any targets, even to opponent's face. That usually ends it right there. So a 7/7 flying trample, you just got to keep cards out of your hand, man. And you should be wanting to play cards like crazy with this deck. You should be throwing them out, throwing them out, throwing them out. Here is Terror of the Peaks, the entire engine of the deck. You know it, you love it. It changed the name of the game. Dragons are now viable just because of this one card. 2 red and 3, 4, 5 flying dragon. Spells your opponent's cast that target Terror cost an additional 3 life to cast. A very harsh punishment for trying to get rid of these guys. And whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Terror of the Peaks deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target. We talked about that already. It is brutal. The more of these you have on the board, the worse it gets. You'll see the combination plays, but hit the Saheeli, hit the Sarkhan, and keep playing cards. Try to duplicate them. I like to swing in and hit the Invasion of Tarkir, because remember, if you flip Thundermaw, that's entering the battlefield, and Terror of the Peaks will trigger that. You don't even have to cast it. As long as it just enters the battlefield, it will do that damage. Sacrificing those 3 treasure, that's entering the battlefield. It will do that damage. Then, of course, the clutch player right here on the back end, Shivan Devastator, 1 red, X/0/0, flying haste. Devastator enters the battlefield with X/1/1 counters on it. Great early play for direct removal or hitting, for trampling out. Great to play in tandem with your Godric Cloaked, because you could play him for 2 and Godric for 3, and then you have 2 things entering the battlefield for the triggers. Or play it late in the game. If you've amassed a ton of treasure and you just want to hit, go for it. You could actually win the game by saving up a ton of treasure, having Terror of the Peaks, and just loading this down, coming in as a 10/10 and doing 10 damage with it. And then if you have double of them, 20 damage. So Shivan is the clutch player. He's got all the moves that we need. 5 mountains, 5 islands, Restless Spire, Shivan Reef, Spire Bluff Canal, Storm Carved Coast. If you don't want it for the alchemy version, you don't need it. If you're going future, if you're going into the future rotation proof, this is the only one that we don't have. It's not going into the future with us. Sure, chuck it. You're fine. So there's going to be 2 versions of this deck, the alchemy legal version and the standard legal version. Very easy to switch back and forth. I'm playing the standard right now. So this is 100% standard, but we have the options in case for if you're watching this post rotation or you want to make it rotation proof, you can of course choose these cards that you want, or take it into the alchemy queue and do whatever you'd like with it. So that's what it looks like. Oops, I did the sideways view already. Let's look at it under the hood here. 24 creatures, 12 non-creatures, 12 blue and 30 red, 24 altogether. I think that is going to be 11 dragons with a little bit of everything else. 6 instants, 2 sorceries, 4 battles, 24 lands altogether. Double dragon right there. Yeah, a lot more red than blue, so maybe you want to balance these out. I don't know. Maybe you want to do the classic 61 card move. I don't know. You could do, of course, do it any way, which way you want. Mana, of course, as always, is going to be to taste. Mana is important, though. Blue is important. Don't shirk on the blue and be like, I could just do all red. Don't do it. It is pretty critical for the Fading Hope, the Saheeli, and the Sarkhan Soul of Flame right there. All of those are going to get the maximum amount of effect out of duplicating the power, duplicating the damage, and really blowing up opponents. So we are running this in standard ranked right now. I was in a bit of a rank pit, and this absolutely clawed me out. So big ups to Trexodactyl, an esteemed member of our community, a senior esteemed member of our community. He streams too. I'm going to leave the link to his stream down below in the description. I want you to go follow him there because he builds some crazy stuff. He's a brewer like me. He likes to come up with a new deck every night. So yeah, big friend of the channel right there. Here we go. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Are you tired of the Dragons already? I'll never get tired of Dragon decks. I love them too much. Here we go into ranked. Let's get into it. All right, we're playing Metal. Okay, well, we got something here. Let's see what he's talking about. Oof. Saheeli. Create a token that's a copy of another card creature. There's a sacrifice. All right, let's put on Saheeli. Okay, so double dragons is the idea of this fucking deck. That's what our whole goal is to double dragon it up. We're gonna do Sarkhan Soul Afflum. I believe that's how it's pronounced, Soul Afflum. Soul Afflum. Okay, so I think if he doesn't go infinite right now or play some sort of removal, I am going to kill him. We're going to wait and see here. He does have a good loop going. He might be able to go infinite with the Temur fucking NyQuil. That's what I call this deck. This is Temur NyQuil. Because if you ever you're having trouble falling asleep, you put on this deck, oh man, you'll be out like a baby. You'll be out like a baby, man. You will absolutely just... You'll be done. While this guy just does nothing. Forever. Let's put down that. Sacrifice, return all. Let's do that. Boom. Put her back. Tacker? Yeah, we'll play Invasion of Tacker. He didn't like that. He didn't like the knockback. Unfortunately, I am going to have to get rid of that. This is a standard deck. We got to stoop up for rotation, man. Rotation sneaking up on us, man. I can't wait for the day we rotate. Oh, okay. Okay. We're going to do this. We're going to see if he counterspells it. Reveal any number of dragon cards. We're going to submit 0. 2 damage. Boom. Create a target card except as an artifact. In addition, gains haste. Alright. Let's try that. I heard an analyst wanted to pioneer RCQ. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I assume what happened, how they run the RCQ, is that the guy started playing it, and the judges, the participants, everybody fell asleep, and he won by default. I would assume that that was the method which he clutched the RCQ victory. So after, you know, he just walked out. He just grabbed the paper off the fucking judges' desk and said, I won the RCQ. They were asleep, judges, tournament officials, you know. All right, let's see if we can't pull a little bit more off of this. If not, we're gonna go to the we'll go to the econ stream because I want to crack that pass pretty bad. Tarkir's such a fucking value, dude. People sleep on that card all the time, man. It is devastatingly powerful. Like, you can open up with 2 to like 5 damage to face. Like, people really sleep on that card. They really do. It's another Temur? No, this is, Jund. Face down card. Interesting. Interesting. Echoes of Kumano. Honestly, happy to see this one go so bad, man. So happy to see this fucker go right here. Terrible piece. Yeah. Boom, boom. Audacity. Audacities. He's going in. 4. And then 11. Yeah, we can. All right. On the board. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Very nice. Good to see. All right. Play a couple more times. See if we can't keep it running. If not, it is what it is. asleep for the government job now. Good luck, Lord Broomer. The government. I used to always say, if you ever believe in government conspiracies, go work for the government. That will debase you of any notion that there's a vast governmental conspiracy. You will quickly be cured of that notion. Oh, he's got a kill card. He's got one locked and loaded. He can't help it. He's barely holding himself back at this point. Still get the trigger, which is nice. And there was no dragons in the top of the deck. Look at that. So Omen Hawker, I think, is garbage. I think we got to cut down on those. Literally cut down on them. Yeah, that's worth it. Yes, I tell people this all the time. I tell them, listen, man. And it's not even that it's... I hate to even put it that it's... Some parts of it are inefficient. It's not even that it's that terribly inefficient. It's that it's so goddamn big and there's so many people working. There are no fucking secrets. I've contracted for the government before, man. I've seen government offices. You ain't getting no fucking secrets out there, man. All right, so he is gonna lock somebody down. Very nice. And he's gonna quit. Very nice. Gray's off. Okay, this is a Metal Gear fan here. All right. Gets the garbage out of the way. Yeah. Instance and Thalia. Yeah, I guess is value. Let's take a look here. Tricks is. I'm gonna get a little bit less hawkers and a little bit more stalkers, if you know what I mean. If you catch what I'm putting down. Hey, what's up, dog? It's not going great. Looking forward to Horizons 3, hoping for some green cards. I'm going to be playing some Brawl because I need a break from ranked, obviously. I am going to be brawling a little bit. We're going to start maybe with a zombie brawl. And then maybe go into a delicious vampire brawl. I think those are good options. Let's make it more for it, man. Beep Tavern Cat. Who's he gonna take? He's gonna crime me, slime me. He's probably gonna take the Korgan Roll Lord. Kolagahan Warmonger. No, he did not take the Kolagahan Warmonger. Okay. Well, that sure got the dross out of the way. It did do that. Kolagahan. He's gonna kill it. He can't help it. Bat. Keep Cavern Bat value. Alright, who is he going for? Oh, that's a shame. Okay, so we're gonna do this. No, we don't want that. We do want that. We're gonna kill you. Take the Atsushi, the delicious sushi, and he's out of there. Alright. Alright, Trex, we're starting to get some we're starting to get some traction. Or should we even say Trexin? Found a dragon. You sure did, Mars. We sure did. I love your enthusiasm. Lunasm? We're starting to turn the corner here with the Izzet, Flizzet. Drop it where I slizzet. Oh, we found some. We certainly did. Tango Bango. There we go. What's with Jund? This is like the third Jund tonight. Welcome to the jungle, baby. You gonna die. There's Sarkin Soul Athlum. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We got everything you want. Something, something. We are the people that you lie. And it's something, something, something. If you got your money, honey, we got your disease. Jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Na 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 knees, knees. What's he gonna do? He's gonna do something. He can't help it. He's gotta interact. He's gotta fucking interact. He can't fucking help it. This guy's twitching. He has to fucking interact. He has to do it. Okay, he interacted. Oh, the pain. Oh, the burning. The burning cooled off. He threw a Sheldred out for... Holy shit. What could he possibly have in his hand that's better than a Sheldred? Another He probably has two of them. Two of them. He probably has two of them. You like that, Chaotic? Yeah. Okay. Galtese Falcon. Armored Scripturger. Spire Bluff Canal, 2 or fewer lands. I don't want that. It's slow. Armored Scripturger. Shivan Reef. Hell to the yeah. We will do that. Boom, boom. Adorable little guy right there. Ah, that's what it was. Okay. It was the push-pull. Also known as the push-pop. That's 8. Oh. Wait, how much is that? 19? Boom. They die. 6 damage. Hit. He got another push-pull in his hand. He's got a Rakdos, Factos, joins up. Double the Dakdos. Roxanne Starfall is going to ping me for 2. Very nice. I don't know why that was so complicated to do. How come you couldn't just click on my name? I don't know about this one, Scoob. I guess I'll give it a shot. Like zoinks. Boom. Boom. Okay, no attacks. Interesting. Yeah, absolutely. I don't care about that card. Ooh, plot it, slot it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We got a counterspell locked and loaded. No. Where is it? Where is it? Come on. We got something here. Here, return it. Oh, nice. Boom, boom. Come on. You got it, man. There you go. Boom. Come on, get that interaction out here, bro. There you go. Get that interaction out here. We love interaction on this channel. Nope. Jin Niku said no thank you. Whatever he had going on. This old-ass deck right here that's like 3 years old and all fucking covered in rust and cobwebs and shit. You gotta get a new trick, bro. I got a new trick every single night. They're not good tricks every night, but I got new ones. I'll tell you that much. I got that going for me. Let's open that up real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Laughing Jasper, nice. Ka-chow. Indeed, Lunasm. We're gonna hit him with the. We're gonna hit him with the Lightning McQueen. There's some decent, by the way, Dreamwalker, there's some decent green cards. Anybody interested in Modern Horizon, I would highly recommend, I know I've said this a bunch of times, I would highly recommend going into Brawl, so you only have to craft one. You know, you figure, okay, if I want to play Historic, I'm going to get 2-turn clap by the fucking high power shit in there. If you go into Brawl, you can bring 4 new cards in instead of 4 copies of 1 new card and maybe have a better experience overall. So that's why I'm always like saying, if you want to dip your toe into Modern Horizon, see how this shit goes, then I definitely would try out the commander/brawl method right there, because that'll be fun. Probably be more fun than we're gonna wait. We actually don't need that guy. He should take Brotherhood's End, yeah. Tarper. Deep Cavern value. Who's he gonna grab? Yeah, we need him. All right, Ludasm, thank you for coming. Probably direct removal, I would say. The only thing he's played is Deep Cavern values here. Is he gonna take Tarker or is he gonna take Terror? None of those are good options for him. He's played Bat like 50 times. He's gonna grab that. Stinger back Terror. Pop. That's the kind of guy you want to be, bro. My knees saying day and night, saying prayers for the afterlife. So don't be vain and don't be whiny. Let's try that. Bye, Bat. It's good seeing you. Okay, so he's just gonna stare at me because he's mad about it. Probably gonna play the bat again to grab Tarkir. I would imagine. Or he's gonna play removal. Okay, so he will grab the probably Tarkir. Oh, so we're running a secret Esper here. I'm not going to play into the turn 5 wipe. We'll wait, and maybe he'll hold off, but I don't know. Removal. Okay. Rafine the scheming machine. Alright, I really actually need a mana here. 43% chance. I could put down Delicious at Sushi and Stinger back. That'd be great. Got a better idea. Deep Cavern Bat value. All right, this guy's staring at me. Do it. He's gonna invoke. Alright, let's see what happens. Something crazy maybe, but we'll take the risk. Good game. Oops. He said that's oops right there. Okay. Was he got a Sunfall? Is that his whole thing? Possibly. We'll see. Probably has a wipe. I would imagine. No. Shocking. In a shocking turn of events. My man is not here to wipe. Okay. We're going to hold off on that then. We'll call that 3. Maybe that's a counter spell. We'll see. Yeah, no more lies. That's fine. I should have done the old trick of dropping it for 1. Well, I don't think I would have had enough mana anyways, but either way, would have still thrown out. But I got a little greedy there, but it's alright. Okay. I think now we may be seeing a wipe. Now we may be seeing some sort of action here. I'm always expecting it. I mean, it's standard for heaven's sake. Or even, I'm shocked that we haven't seen Milady Wandering Emperor. That's the other surprising thing. Gix's command. Nice. Sacrifice is going to be that guy. Okay. There we go. Land. Watch this. It's a fun trick right here. Gopher. Okay. Commit a crime, draws a card. Gopher. Very nice. Deep Cavern Bat value. Nice. No blocks. Boom. There we go. Locked it in. Locked it in. All right, can we go for the glove game here? Not the glove game, but the Wall of Fire. Take out the Omen Hawkers. I did. I took out some of the Omen Hawkers, and we're running a little bit more smoothly. We're schmooving a little better here. I go first. Stress. Ooh. Non-creature, non-land. Don't got it, bro. Wasted card. Delicious at sushi. Boom. We'll go for the Warmonger. Probably bat. I would imagine he's going to go for deep bat value right here. Yep. Oh, man. I could just play this game in my head, couldn't I? I could just play this fucking game. I don't even need the fucking... the arena. It's so cool to see dragons on top again. While how Terror comes in. Yeah, Terror of the Peaks is absolute fucking... is goated, dude. Terror of the Peaks can really just bring a enormous amount of power to the game. Which is, you know, needed. It's needed. Choose one. I will choose... I'll choose Stingerback. That might be a better value. Hit. Okay. What's he gonna put down? Cut down on that. Put down Delicious and Sushi. Probably gonna get hit with a couple removals here, but we'll see. Oh, Hostile Investigator, nice. It's a heal dropper. Sucks, but what can I do? Colgan. Swing. That. Boom. Admir, I'm new in town. Send it back. Tarker? Yeah, we'll take it. Bat in. He's probably gonna bring the bat back. He's got that. He brings back the bat. All this is gonna get absolutely fucking bodied. He'll take Terror, but I'll put... Oh, okay. Okay. Removal? Hostile. Nice. Nice. Well, hold on a second. It's a fucking L anyways. It's a fucking L regardless. Yeah, he had a double discard right there, but the deep bat value was not not enough for the dragon value right there. Okay, back on top. Slicing and dicing. No sense being nice to him, you know? That's what I always say. All right, Trexadactyl's slightly modified double dragon deck. We have the duplication glitch. in our deck right here. Yeah, not bad. It took a little bit. We had to tweak it. We had to take the training wheels off, but it did work. It surely did. Yeah, it worked. So I think we're gonna leave that one right there because we climbed. We actually climbed for the first time in a while. We climbed, and that was a 7-1 run right there that got us back to Plat 3, the amazing, wonderful Plat 3. So we're gonna leave this deck right here for tonight. Pretty satisfied with it. I like the changes that we write. I've been Jay Villain, and